Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Mommy Mayhem. So, today's episode is a little more personal and important. Kelsey is going to share her experience with her workplace discrimination after revealing her pregnancy. We're talking about the emotions, challenges, and the reality a lot of moms probably quietly face and we don't really talk about enough. So, Kelsey, if you're ready, do you want to take us back to kind of where it all began?
Hi. Yeah.
Hi.
Well, when a man and a woman love each other very much.
Too far.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. So, when I found out I was pregnant, I was initially working a job as a pediatric dental assistant.
Mm-hmm.
And with my degree that I earned a couple years ago, it was actually aviation related. So when I'm on LinkedIn, I just have job alerts pop up.
Yeah.
And every once in a while.
I have that too.
Yeah. Every once in a while, if it fits and it's easy apply, I just click easy apply. So I was working in a pediatric dental office. This job posting popped up for something that was related to the degree that I had earned. So I was like, yeah, why not? This company reached out for an interview. The interview went really well, and they offered me a job, which was, more in line with what I had initially gone to school for, more pay, close to home, etc.
Check.
Yeah, exactly. So I ended up leaving my job at the pediatric dental office, starting this new job. When they offered me the job, before I accepted it, I did let them know that I was around 3 months pregnant. And I said, but if the offer still stands, knowing that information, I'd love to accept the offer and move forward with starting the job. So I actually found out afterwards. I thought the hiring team would have passed this information along to my higher-ups, like the managers and stuff. They legally cannot do that. So a couple weeks
that makes sense.
Yeah, a couple weeks into working the job, I was meeting with HR just to finish up some intake paperwork or whatever it may be. And I was like, oh yeah, and by the way, did you guys let my managers know the situation, because I'm going to have questions about maternity leave, the further we get into this pregnancy. And,
I have a baby.
They were like, oh yeah, can you hear that?
Oh yeah, a little.
She's crying right now.
Do you need a pause?
I'll give her a sec.
Okay.
But so yeah, they were like, oh, actually, we're not allowed to divulge that information because it's protected info. So
not okay. Yep.
then I had to sit down with my managers and be like, so, I know I just started, but I'm pregnant. Surprise!
Hi, it's me, Kelsey.
Yeah, exactly. And initially they were surprised for sure. And then they were like, whatever you need, let us know. And I said, cool, thanks. So I'm a few months into the job. It's going really well. I had already talked to my VP of the department, and he had mentioned we're moving towards a promotion for you. Not sure what the timeline looks like right now, but within the next couple of months or so. And I said, great, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks for recognizing the hard work, etc. And then right around May, so I started the job at the end of January of last year. Right around May, I reached out to HR and I was like, hey, I just want to set up a meeting, talk to you guys about what we're looking at for maternity leave, get all the ducks in a row so that when the time comes,
because I have a baby coming.
Right. Yes, there's a human inside of me. It's not going to stay that way for much longer. So
there is an exit date. She will be making that exit.
Yeah, exactly. So I sit down with the VP of Human Resources and her assistant, who's also a manager in Human Resources, and I basically told them exactly what the email read, like I'm planning on going on maternity leave, probably 12 weeks. I just need to know what you need from me. What does the process look like?
Yeah.
And then they initially told me you don't qualify for FMLA because you haven't been employed with the company for a year. And I said, totally understand that. No worries.
Yeah.
I had heard about Colorado Family Leave, but did not know a whole lot about the program. So during this meeting, I asked them, can you guys give me a little more information on Colorado Family Leave? Can you hear that?
Is she okay? She's so mad.
She's pissed. Ryan has her.
Okay.
We'll see.
We'll see. You might need to whip a titty out.
Yeah, honestly. I think it'll be okay. She's just
You
really
can
upset.
do it.
She's reliving this story with me. She's like,
pissed.
I was here and it was awful.
This is horrible, mommy.
But I asked about more information about Colorado Family Leave, and they told me that they could not give me any information on it.
The HR department was saying this?
Correct.
Okay.
But that I could look into it myself. Well, come to find out after I looked into it myself, they're legally required as an employer of the state of Colorado to provide that information.
Mm-hmm. Yes, they are.
One, it's supposed to be posted in like a visible spot, usually the break room or whatever it may be on like one of those posters. The second is immediately after hire, they're supposed to provide that information. And the third time is within 5 days of any expressed intent to utilize the family program. So things like being pregnant and gonna go on maternity leave, or like if you have to take care of a sick family member or whatever it may be, like you're gonna utilize the program, they have to send you information about it within 5 days of your notifying them. So
interesting. Okay. When did you find that out, that they were required to give you that stuff after like 5 days of notification, and they did not?
I looked into it myself. I just Googled Colorado Family Program. I was like clicking through the site, ended up on the like employer requirements, and
you're like, wait a second.
Yeah, hold on a tick. This doesn't sound. So in the same meeting, my HR department also told me she's just like really upset that this happened.
Here, we'll pause. Go see.
Okay, let's pause for just a second.
Pause. 8:29. Yep. No. Go. You're good. I wrote it down where we're at.
She was upset that I was telling the story without her.
She was a big part of it.
Yeah, she was. She was there the whole
cute
time.
Girl.
1 second, I'm gonna get situated.
Yeah. Do whatever you need. Do 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 do. Special guest appearance.
Oh yeah, you did all of your family that day.
Hi, baby. Hey, yo.
I was gonna tell the rest of the story now, okay?
Yep. Perfect.
So, this meeting in May with HR, after I brought up maternity leave, they told me, oh, we don't do maternity leave. And I was like, what do you mean? What do you mean you don't do maternity leave?
That's cute. What are you talking about?
That doesn't make any sense.
Was this a big company or a small private company? Like, were there under, is it 20 employees?
It's bigger than that. They've got at least 100 employees, and most of them are in Colorado. So they should know all of the laws they're required to to follow, basically, as far as employment. law
You would
goes.
think.
Yeah, I would think that.
Hi.
So they told me they don't do maternity leave, and then they said that instead of going on a leave, I should resign, or I would need to resign, and that when I was ready to come back after having my baby, then they would see if they had a position available for me. So not guaranteed.
Mm-hmm.
She just threw up. Did you have something
Welcome to the mayhem.
Yeah, honestly. Sorry. I lost my train of thought. So,
They told you had to quit your job and then you could reapply, and if they had a position open, they would interview you.
right, but only if there was a business need. Which
What
the
the fuck?
the manager, HR, like the assistant who was taking notes during the meeting, sent me all of this in writing. Okay. So in their own words, in their own written word that they sent to me, it was stated that I would need to resign, and then they would see if I could come back. So they didn't guarantee to hold my position.
Okay.
I wasn't going to be considered on leave.
Illegal.
Right. Yeah, exactly. So that was a whole thing. That whole meeting was just like a giant red flag for me. And it did prompt me to look into Colorado family leave.
Yeah, I'm glad you took that initiative, because
Yeah.
I would have been like in shell shock. I wouldn't have known what to do.
Well,
Honestly,
the minute they said it during the meeting, I was like, that's not right.
that doesn't feel right.
I don't know anything about employment law or whatever, but that doesn't seem right. So
Yeah, that's not it.
Yeah, I did what they said. I looked into it a little bit more. It seemed that they were not being compliant with the employer requirements for the state program, which had been like signed into law for at least 2 years at this point. So relatively new, but not new enough to claim ignorance,
Yeah.
in my opinion. So that was the first incident that transpired. After I looked into the family leave program a little bit more, I realized that I did, in fact, qualify for paid family leave, because I was going to meet like the 180-day requirement of employment. I went before I had this child. So I went to the VP of my department and I said, hey, great news.
Yeah.
Actually qualify for job protection. So when I go on leave, you guys can just hold the position for me.
Yeah, you have to.
Right. Yeah. It's legally required. So
Yeah.
he was like, oh, you know what? That's great. Me and the other managers of the department were talking, and we all agree that if you weren't going through what you're going through, one second.
Like it's a disease.
Upset about this. She was like, I was there and I heard everything.
She's pissed.
Yeah. He was like, we agree. If you weren't going through what you're going through, you would have already been promoted. Going through what I'm going through, referring to my being pregnant.
I'm having a fucking child, you dick. What the fuck?
Like, this.
Like, are you? They're like, if you weren't dying of cancer, we'd probably promote you. That's what.
Yeah.
That's what I would have felt like.
That's what going through what you're going through sounds negative in my mind. That's a negative connotation.
Like, why are you acting like? Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, go ahead. You're like, sorry, I ruined your fucking day.
This man also has children of his own, mind you. I know.
If you're his wife, blink twice if you're okay.
Honestly.
Just kidding. I probably shouldn't joke about that, but I like for real.
Well, actually, though. So, yeah, that was the first instance that I was told that I was asked up
you went back to them and pretty much were like, so actually I do qualify for maternity leave, so you do have to hold my position. I do get the time off. I do plan to come back.
Yep.
And they were like, oh, that's great. We had no idea. And you're like, oh, you didn't? That seems shady.
No. Yeah, I mean, I didn't even go into that much detail. I was like, I'm planning on going on paid family leave at this time, and just notify them like this is what I'm doing. It's not a question.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and do it.
You can't just not give me my position back because I had a child. That's not how that works. Thank you, though. Bye.
Okay, bye. Yeah, so that was it. It's just looking back at all of this happening when it did, everything was just super surprising, and it kind of made me dumbfounded. Like, how can you guys be running a multi-million-dollar company and
Yeah.
business and not know what the fuck you're doing as far as human resources go with your employees, much less your pregnant employees? And
Yeah, absolutely.
apparently I'm the first pregnant employee that they've had. But they also were like, yeah,
Then
we've
they
had
should have done their due diligence and looked it up when you told them, and they should have done their part and figured
yeah,
it out and helped you.
right. Well,
Not be fucking assholes.
I know. Funny enough, they're like, we don't have maternity leave, and I was like, okay. But then they were like, we've
The
had
fuck you don't.
several male employees go on paternity leave, and I was like, hold on.
Oh, interesting. Do you know how they go on paternity leave, sir? Do you know
Right.
what that's for?
And then there was talk about how like they were able to do FMLA in like concurrently with family leave. And I don't know. It's just the whole thing is weird and shady. So yeah, that first instance of being told I was being passed up for a promotion because I was pregnant, I started like documenting as much as I could, writing down, like I wrote down the day and the time that my VP said going through what you're going through. And then not too
It's like,
long
I'm
after,
so sorry for you.
yeah,
What the
so it's
fuck?
weird and silly. So not too long after that, I was working and I was walking back to my desk, and one of my other managers called me into his office, and he was like, hey, just checking in. Know that you're, pregnant and you're going to be going on leave. And he was like, you're taking a year off, right? And I said, no, I'm not really sure where you got that information from. From the beginning, I have expressed my intent to take 12 weeks of paid leave and then my job. It has never been different. So I'm not sure where you're getting that information from. And then
Yeah.
he was like, well, I just know, like, if I had a kid, I'd probably, like, want to take some time off. And I was like, not everybody's in the position to do that, guy. So,
Yeah, fuck off. What?
not sure where you're getting it.
Kelsey!
And also, none of your business.
What the
So,
heck, dude?
and then he goes, well, that's why your promotion is on pause. Because you're pregnant.
I'd like, can you say that again? I have to hit record on my phone, bro.
No, my phone was on my desk, and I was like, you're fucking kidding me.
Oh my
Go get that phone.
goodness.
And I'll be right back and just say exactly what you said again. Because come on, guys, that's two now. That's two
Be
times.
like, I'm so sorry, I have pregnancy brain, so I don't remember things, and if you could just repeat it again so I can remember, that'd be really cool.
I have to record this so I can remember, because
Exactly, so I can look back at it because what I'm going through is really affecting that.
right. So yeah,
What the fuck, dude?
I know. And this whole time it's happening. Like, I'm texting my friends and I'm like, you guys, and they go, what now? Because I've caught them up at this point, and it's just unbelievable, honestly.
Do you, we can cut this part, but didn't you have like an employee friend who also, they were like talking about you to them?
Yeah. So and that's the third instance. We do not need to cut this. I won't name names or anything.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So I work closely with. There's a few. First of all, my department. Oh,
good burp.
Good
Job.
I'm gonna switch.
Yep,
sides.
go ahead. Do 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 do. And
So
we're back.
after those two instances or conversations where I was told that I was being passed up for promotion because I was pregnant, I had talked with some of my other coworkers. So in the department that I worked in, apart from
Let's
one,
call them Jerry.
yeah. Well, okay, so apart from one woman who was in a position like just above mine, and then another woman who was a manager for the department, the rest are dudes, and it's very much a guys' club. Like I
A
could do
bit
a
of a
whole
sausage party.
yeah, I could do a whole episode on all of the messed up jokes and stuff.
Oh, I could also do an episode about all the lovely comments people said to me while I was pregnant.
We
Just like
should,
about my figure and appearance. It's
yeah,
still shocking.
I know we should because just shut the fuck up. Like you don't need to. You don't need to tell a pregnant woman how fucking pregnant she looks. Okay,
Yeah. I'm well aware that there's a basketball in my belly. You can fuck off.
she's acutely aware of everything that you're about to
Yeah.
point out. So just don't do it.
I can barely get in my car if there's a car parked next to me, so I'm aware. I'm aware what's going on. Thank you.
There are multiple
With what I'm
times.
going through.
Yeah, I parked in a tight spot, and I was like, "Ooh, this is gonna be. I'm just gonna have to climb out the back trunk because it's not worth it to squish my belly through this." But I digress. So I had talked to a few of my coworkers that worked the same position that I did, and I was telling them like, this is discriminatory. It's
Yeah.
like super illegal for them to be doing this sort of deal. Well, come to find out that one of them was offered the promotion. And they had been promoting like multiple people from my position up to the next step.
Sorry, I just see her little hand trying to grab the mic. I love it. I love it so much. Oh, hi, little girl. What you doing?
He says, I want to be the star of the show.
You are the star of the show, girlfriend.
What do you
Hi.
like to- Okay. So they're aware of the fact that being passed up for a promotion because you're pregnant is illegal. No employer is allowed to do that. If it's happening to
Yep.
you, you can, you may be entitled to compensation.
Exactly, but for real.
So I found out literally the day after I had that second conversation with my manager. My coworker comes to me and he's like, "Hey, remember when you and I were talking about how it's illegal to like pass somebody up for a promotion because they're pregnant?" And I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "Well, I just sat down with the managers and the VP of our department, and they offered me a promotion." I said, "Hey, that's great. Like, I know you've been working really hard. You certainly earned it."
Yeah.
And he goes, "Yeah, well, while I was sitting there, the VP literally said, Kelsey's not being promoted because she's pregnant." I was like, oh, wonderful. So
What
not
the
only are they saying it to me,
what?
but saying it to
They're
at
like
least
openly. Oh,
that I
yeah,
know.
They're
not even
openly.
like,
Oh my god, there we go. Sorry. I glitched.
no, I can't remember words like I used to. It's crazy.
Same.
Like the postpartum brain is for real as well.
It actually really is so for real.
But yeah, so that was the third instance, and I was like, dang, okay, this is
Enough is enough. This is not okay.
So yeah, that all happened, and then I proceeded to become more and more pregnant as time goes on.
What?
Well,
That's how that happens?
I know.
That's
Much
crazy.
I just kept getting bigger and bigger. So I went to the doctor. I was having some, pregnancy complications. I was wondering, my ankles were swelling like crazy, fatigue, lower back pain, carpal tunnel.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
You name it, we had it.
Right, exactly. I feel for pregnant women because we're all just going through it. Like, even if you're
Yeah.
I thought I had a relatively easy pregnancy, and it
Mm-hmm.
was still
It's
not
still hard.
super easy. So,
Yeah.
um, I went to my doctor. I was like, "Hey, I'm having, wow, good job. Um, put those hands up."
She's like, no, you copied me. I hate it.
Distracted. Oh. Um,
Sorry.
I go to the doctor. I'm like, "Hey, I'm having all these problems." Um,
And you
and
were fully in the office, right? Or was it a hybrid position?
nope, it was full time in the office,
Okay.
on location. So my doctor actually ends up writing me a note, basically asking or suggesting to my employer that I be allowed to work from home. In the position that I was working in, I had a work laptop from day one.
Mm-hmm.
And at a certain point, the VP of the department told me, you could basically do this job from anywhere. Like, most of the communication is through email.
Yeah.
People in the position just above me all had like company phones. So if I had to talk to somebody on the phone, it would not be super hard to get me a phone to be able to communicate. The company laptop that I had, everybody takes their computer home with them at the end of every day. So again, not crazy to
not a crazy ask.
be able to like work from home for the remainder of my pregnancy.
Yeah, you can still perform your job 100%. I'm
Right.
sure other people were doing it as well. There's no reason that you couldn't have done that.
Yeah. Well,
I bet the paternity leave guys got to do it.
okay, well, stay tuned.
No!
Because I sent this letter to HR and I was like, hey, I got this letter from my doctor. Can we discuss the possibility of me working from home for the rest of my pregnancy? They emailed me back immediately. They set a meeting for like 5 minutes later. I actually did record this meeting.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah. So we sit down and they're like, okay, so what do you want? And I was like, exactly what the letter from my doctor said. Like, please let me work from home. That's all I need.
Period.
I just need your permission to allow me to work from home.
Once again, I can perform all of my duties from home. There's nothing that's stopping me from, we're not meeting every day, we're not going and traveling. Like, there's no reason I can't do this toward the end of my pregnancy.
Right, exactly. And so that's exactly what I said. And they said, we don't do work from home. And then they made me go through every single symptom I was experiencing with pregnancy. I'm pretty sure is also not allowed.
None of your fucking business. You have a doctor's note. You have a doctor recommendation. They don't need any more information.
Right. So they basically asked me to detail every single symptom I was having in order to justify my request to work from home. And then at the end, they were still like, nah, we're not going to do that.
Be like, have you heard of pregnancy rage? You're about to.
Yeah. You can learn today.
You're going to learn today.
So that was super frustrating too. And they were like, well, what's going on with you? Like, we could, make accommodations for you here in the workplace. And I was like, well, the carpal tunnel's really been getting to me. And she was like, well, you'd have carpal tunnel at home anyway. And I was like, yeah, I know. But I've already had to like leave work early and go to the doctor because my ankles and legs were swelling up so bad. Mm-hmm. And I was like, well, it'd really be nice if if I could do my job like laying down on the couch with my feet elevated. If I could just get my up above my heart, that would help immensely. And they said, well, we can get you a footstool. And I said, okay.
Am I laying on the ground and then putting my foot on the footstool so that it's above my heart, or?
Exactly. So, yeah, that's not how that works.
Okay.
But great. So they told me nobody works from home, blah, blah, blah. Well, not too long after that, we had a company potluck for a holiday. And this big spreadsheet went out detailing, like, who's bringing what department they work in, what location they work in, because they have a few employees that work in Florida. And I'm
Wait,
not
how
sure.
do they commute from Florida if they're not working remote?
They work in an office in Florida.
Oh, okay. Damn, I thought I had him.
No, well, I was going through this spreadsheet and there were several individuals listed as work from home. And I was like, cool, 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 cool. Okay.
Awesome,
So,
awesome. Cool, 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 cool.
let's go fuck myself. So that was also upsetting and just like not the end of the world, but it would have been nice if they would have just let me do my job from home.
A little accommodation.
Yeah.
And again, it's not like you're trying to slack off. You literally were like, I can do this. I will do everything to make sure it's working. Like, if you need me to come in maybe 1 or 2 days, I will. But if I could just be at home where I can rest and not be stressed and put stress on my body, that would be awesome.
Right, because my body's already under a lot of stress.
If you didn't notice.
If you couldn't tell by the fucking giant bulge of my stomach.
The little basketball popping out.
Right, I'm going through what I'm going through. So
yeah.
That wasn't even the final straw. The final straw was that, and this is going to sound so ungrateful, but looking back, it was just a weird, weird circumstance or event happening. But so I had a baby shower to celebrate this baby with all my family and friends. Actually, Ashley was the proprietor, or one of them, that helped plan and execute.
Ooh.
So, shout out. Thank you. It was amazing.
The Carroll sisters.
Yeah. Woo-woo.
Except now we all have, like, new last names, so not really, but... maiden name Carrolls.
Yeah. So I made a registry for this baby shower.
Yeah.
But I only sent it out to family and friends that were invited to the baby shower. Well, somebody at work found my registry. They went out of their... I did not share it with anybody at work. Somebody went out of their way and searched probably multiple websites that you can do registries on and found my registry.
Wait, I didn't know this.
Yeah. So they... And again, I don't want to sound ungrateful, but they throw me a baby shower at work. Unbeknownst to me.
Holy
and shared
shit.
the registry, like, with my department so that people could get me gifts. Again, like, don't want to sound ungrateful. And I really actually do appreciate, like, my coworkers, you know, kind of spoiling me a baby, but it was just weird because I didn't ask for it. And I don't know, I wasn't involved in it at all.
Well, you just had been treated so poorly before, so it's like, wait, why are you throwing me a baby shower?
Yeah, exactly. And
you said I couldn't help what I was going through, and now here we are having a fucking shower.
Right.
My goodness.
You're okay.
Cough it out. Good job, girlfriend.
This is mom life.
Mom life.
So yeah, on a random Friday in July, they throw me this baby shower. They walk me into the conference.
Holy shit.
And there's gifts everywhere, and there's flowers, and there's baked goods, and blah, blah, blah. And everybody who in the department is there, and a couple people from HR are there, and there's this one girl recording the whole thing, the video. Like, from the second I walk in, and I was like, oh, wow, what's going on? And, you know, I was like, wow, thank you guys, you did not have to do this. Really, seriously.
What?
Did not need to do this.
You're like, no, like, actually, please stop.
Well, and then they were like, yeah, like, come sit down, open all the gifts. And I was like, I'm so uncomfortable. And I said it multiple times. And honestly, if I could get my hands on the video, you could hear me say, I'm really uncomfortable right now. Like, I don't want to open all these gifts in front of all these people.
No, that's literally we should talk about baby showers at some point because that
It was
so
so
grateful for everything. I feel so awkward opening presents in front of people.
well, and I would much rather in a situation like that, I'd much rather hang out with the people and just
Yeah,
talk and have fun and like I'm gonna send thank you cards, so I'll just open them
totally.
later.
Yeah, I
Um,
totally agree with that.
they were
At
like, no,
mine, I literally was like, I'll open like 5 presents, but I just pretty much want to hang out and I don't
yeah.
want everyone to stare at me for an hour.
Well, and
Like,
I
so
mean,
grateful, but so uncomfortable.
other people want to sit there and stare at you for several hours opening gifts.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
yes,
the
it's
worst
fun.
part about baby showers. I don't want to go to a baby shower and watch you open presents for an hour.
Well, and I will say, like, I do like giving gifts, so I do like
Love,
watching
yeah.
the person open my gift.
Only my gift, though. Yeah, I don't want to watch everybody else's.
Yeah, I don't give a shit what everybody else got.
Like,
No,
I had our cousin Keiki for, we do Secret Santa with our cousins. I had Keiki this year, and she's like the biggest Steve Irwin fan in the world. And I was able to do like, they have like little animal adoption things. So I was able to adopt a wallaby named Whitney for her.
Whitney
And so I
Wallaby.
was so excited to give her that little gift. And I was like, I literally, because we all just were like, oh yeah, we're not going to guess, just give them to your person. And I was like, here you go. And she's like, oh, thank you. I have to go give my gifts to people. And I said, no, no, no. Sit down and open it right now. Let me
You stay.
watch. You let me watch you open this gift.
Yeah, but it can be for a lot of people. It can be uncomfortable to sit there and open every
Yeah.
single gift. But they were like, no, you have to open every single gift. Mind you, my whole department is dudes. So it's like an all dude baby shower,
Oh, that
which
sounds
is like
horrible.
uncomfortable in and of itself. And I
Yeah.
seriously doubt any of them wanted to
They
be
don't want
there
to
with
do that.
gifts.
They don't want to
Half,
do that.
right. Half of
All
the
of their
things
spouses bought the gifts. You know that, right?
um and then they were like making jokes like, oh, haha, you can't keep these unless you like come back to work or whatever. And I was like, haha. At this point, I have decided I will not be returning. But they don't know that. So I'm sitting there opening gifts with all
Yeah.
these dudes just fucking staring at me. Nobody's having a good time. I'm like, seriously, we don't have to sit here and watch me open gifts. And
Yeah.
my managers were insistent, like, nope, you're going to open every single gift in front of these dudes. Well,
Holy shit.
two of the gifts from the essentially entirely male department that I worked in were nipple butter and a breast massager.
What?
I know. And I was sitting there like, wow, guys, thanks so much for thinking of me.
Thanks
And
for
my
thinking of my tatas.
I'm not
Ooh, that would have made me so,
started this.
so uncomfortable.
It was skeevy as fuck. I'm like, come on. Out of all the things on my registry, you guys thought it was appropriate to get me nipple butter and a breast massage.
12 of you got nipple butter. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, exactly. And then, okay,
This
this
is
is
an
actually,
open gift Santa show. Everybody go home. Get the fuck out of my face.
and I will say, like, it's hard to
Oops.
make me uncomfortable. And one of the guys was like, I hope that you think of me every time you use your gift. And I was like, bruh.
I'd be like, I'd like to talk to HR.
HR was there.
Holy fuck. I I
Oh,
did not know any of this. I'm actually speechless.
yeah.
I
So
don't know what to say to that. What? What
I
the
don't know
heck?
either. That's like super inappropriate.
I'm usually not speechless. I usually have some
Like
dumb
usually
shit to say, but what the fuck?
damn. So
I'd be
yeah,
like, yeah, I will not be doing that. Eat a bag of dicks and please leave me alone.
so yeah,
You
I
can
mean,
you know what? I'd be like, I'm not coming back. You can keep the nipple butter.
yeah, you could keep all of it
Thanks.
for all I care. Because again, I did
What
not
the heck?
a baby shower from my coworkers, and I did not share my
Right.
registry with them. They went
I
out
want to
and
know who found it. That's so weird.
I know. Well, and just imagine, like, you would have to search. There's so many different places you could do a baby registry.
And you have to spell your last name that many times.
Yeah, it's not a fun one. There's a Z
Not an
string,
easy one.
right? So,
Mine's the same way. I'm like, don't. People are always like, "What's your last name?" And I'm like, "I'll just spell it."
yeah.
Don't ask.
How much time do you have?
Yeah.
Um,
Let me just
so
type it in for you.
that was essentially the culmination of like everything that happened before I went on leave.
Yeah.
And then I went on leave, and a beautiful baby was born.
The
And
most perfect angel baby girl.
she's really sweet. There
Hi,
she is.
sweet girl.
Say hi to everybody.
Oh, good job.
Um,
Oh, that's so good. Good job, honey.
so I had reached out to a labor law attorney,
Yeah.
and we just recently filed complaints with a couple of state organizations,
Mm-hmm.
like failure to comply, basically.
Yeah.
We initially reached out to my former employer. We were like, hey, this is everything. This is just
Here's all
everything.
my proof of the discrimination that you did
Right.
toward me.
And just kind
I
of
will
like,
be taking legal action.
yeah. And they sent a response letter, and when I was reading it, I felt so small. Like, they turned
Oh.
everything on me and made me feel so worthless.
What the hell?
They were like, well, she didn't do this, and you didn't do this, and you didn't, like, do all of these things. And I was like, dude, this is all, you guys are awful. What the
You
hell?
guys probably didn't make me aware of it. You were probably, well, you were shady as shit after I announced that that's what I was doing. You didn't give me the information 5 days after. Like, you also all bought me nipple butter.
I know.
Sorry, I can't get over that. That's gonna fuck me up all
I
day.
can't get over it either. I still think about it sometimes, and I'm like, that was really
Not
weird.
you, coworker, just how fucking inappropriate that gift was.
Right. So,
Oh,
yeah.
that's so. Oh, I'm so sorry that happened. I
It,
know
yeah.
you're still kind of dealing with a bunch of this stuff and trying to get it figured out, so you don't have to go into that until it's kind of finalized. But I just like you.
A punch to
That
the
is not okay having that. Yeah, that is not okay having that happen. It's supposed to be such like as miserable as you feel. You're supposed to be, feel the excited for the end game of this long, tiring journey. And
right.
here they are just like beating a dead horse, making you feel even fucking worse.
Yeah. So that's basically, we're still, investigations are still going on into like compliance and violations and whatnot. So I guess the point of me sharing this story is that, I don't know. I don't want to say that employers are like out to get you, but you've got to look out for yourself, especially during this.
You do really have to advocate for yourself.
Yeah, absolutely.
With all this stuff going on, because the man will just
fucking kick
your ass.
Yeah, so don't be afraid to, speak up for yourself and stand up for yourself and ask for whatever you need.
HR needs to provide that stuff with you, and the fact that they said that, I mean, like you said, it was a newer company, but your HR team and your VPs and everyone should know that information, being that high up or being in charge of literally HR department should know.
Yeah. Well, so it's not even a new company. They're like a decade old.
I misunderstood you. Sorry.
No, you're good. The family program.
Oh, yeah. That's new.
Years ago. But
I mean, I remember kind of, I guess, well, it was kind of at the same time, but like, I did work for a smaller dental company, and I mean, they were great. They were super supportive. My boss was, he was on it right away. Like, I felt great the whole time.
Good. Yeah, so it's
Yeah,
not.
so I feel like that's the initiative that they should take, especially to take care of your employees. You want to keep your employees. You want them to come back. You want them to feel wanted and welcome and
Yeah.
supported, and not say that what they're going through is a problem and that they can't get a fucking promotion because they chose this. Like, what?
Right. I know. Yeah, it's all just
We'll
silly,
throw
but
fucking hands.
I would say, do your own research. Don't just take whatever HR tells you at face value.
Absolutely.
Friendly reminder that HR is there to protect the company,
Yeah. Definitely do
unfortunately.
your due diligence. Take care
Yes.
of yourself.
And yeah, prioritize your health and your peace because
Yeah.
unfortunately, I know I'm not the only one who's experienced something like this, and I certainly won't be the last.
I think it's probably a very big thing that happens a lot, and it's, I don't think, discussed a lot. So I think this is a good platform to start that conversation and, really let you know. If anybody wants to share their stories, discrimination stories, we'd be happy to share them for you if you're comfortable with that. But also, just kind of exactly what Kelsey said, do your own research and just kind of make sure you know what you're getting into with your job.
Do as much as you can to know the laws that are in place to protect you and your job.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
you gotta take care of yourself, man. Especially in this day and age.
don't back down either, because that's a big part of the reason that I'm still telling the story and harping on it is because I'm trying to set an example for my daughter.
Heck
that,
yeah.
I'm at the very least what I would want out of this experience or this situation is that the company is, held accountable.
Yeah, absolutely.
Moving forward. One sec.
Yep. Do 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 do.
Hopefully moving forward. Like I may have been the first pregnant employee for this company, but I certainly will not be the last. So
They did not, yeah,
it'll
set
be
a good standard.
right, exactly, and hopefully it'll be easier and better for the next person.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even if nothing comes out of it, apart from like an investigation into compliance issues and things like that, my hope is that hopefully it kind of whoops my former employer into shape.
Yeah, I mean, just so those new mommies are, mommies of many babies, like parents are just feeling taken care of by their jobs. We work so hard and we should be appreciated even when stuff like that comes up. Like,
Yeah.
that sucks.
Very
That
much
sucks.
so.
I'm so sorry that you are going through that and still going through it. Like, yeah, that just is horrible.
It's a long process, so there will likely be an update in the future, but
Yeah.
that's as far as we are right now.
I can't wait to cheers to sticking it to them.
Yeah.
Like in what's that? Oh, School of Rock. Step off. What do you say to the man? Step off. My brother and Hannah on the podcast, their daughter Henry started teaching her that. He's like, Joni, what do you say to the man? And she goes, step off.
I love it. And can you say step off?
Step off. Get it, girl.
We're working on it.
She's crushing it. She's doing so great. Yeah, I mean, that's horrible. I'm sorry that that's happening, and yeah, hopefully we get some justice for you and for future mommies that work at that company, or even dads, parents, anyone that works at that company. Hopefully they don't have to deal with that same bullshit situation, and fuck your HR lady. Sorry. Fuck you, dude. You were not nice to my cousin. Fuck off.
She was not very nice from the get. Like, even before this whole thing happened.
Yeah.
The first time I met her, I was like, hi, it's nice to meet you. and just stonewalled absolutely nothing.
She's
Like,
like,
good
ooh,
grief,
you're pregnant.
we're not
Sorry, don't touch
past
me.
it. Yeah. So, yeah, I appreciate you letting me share my story though, and
Yeah, I
um,
hope we get a positive update soon.
yeah, we'll see how it concludes.
Yeah, send
But
good vibes. And if you want to send us any questions or any episode ideas, or if you want to share your story, we'd be happy to do a little show and tell, share and tell, share and tell. Our email is hi@mommymayhem@gmail.com. You can listen to us on Spotify, and I think there's a YouTube, but it's not really happening. I do have a TikTok, again, not really happening.
we're working on
So,
it. Hey,
Spotify. And we have an Instagram now. So, yeah, check us out. Follow. We're trying to do weekly episodes that drop on Tuesdays, and we record on Thursdays. So, hopefully, we will see you next week. Say bye bye, Remy.
bye.
Bye bye.